Hey guys, here I am. Hope you guys are having a lovely week so far. If you're not, I'm terribly sorry. But today we're going to finish the Spider-Man trilogy with 2007's Sam Raimi. No, that's not the movie title. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3. So, I know what you're all thinking. Well, I don't know if you guys are thinking this, but Harry, that's an awful movie. Everyone hates it. They ruined Venom in that movie. Too many villains. I can't wait for you to rip this movie apart. And I won't. I'm sorry, but I enjoy this movie, alright? I can enjoy it for what it is, and Sam Raimi, I know he had difficulty directing it because of the fans, but I think he gave a great movie. Not great, let's go. Here, let me just give you my... Before you all freak out, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it, so let me tell you why. So, the big problem everyone says with Spider-Man 3, besides the Peter Parker strutting down the street, with this, weird hair going down, and he just acted, if you can hear my dog barking, I'm sorry, acting all types of weird, and yeah, he did, in that scene, like the scene in the last movie that I said took me out of the movie, this one most definitely took me out of the movie, but I can get over it, alright, I can get over it, and the other big problem with the movie is Venom, and I know what you're saying. Venom is an awesome character in the comic books, and you would be right. That guy was introduced in Secret Wars, I believe. I forget what issue. Secret Wars, and everyone loved him ever since. I guess Venom wasn't introduced in Secret Wars, the Black Suit was. And I actually love Black Suit Spider-Man. I think that's so cool. But yeah, so everyone's like, Venom was only in the movie for the last 5 minutes just to throw him in there so the fans would be happy. And I enjoyed him for the 5 minutes. I know it's Topher Grace played him. Awful pick. Awful pick. And I'm like, I couldn't see anyone better at the time. Say anyone who you think better. But yeah, so Spider-Man 3 starts out, and it's the exact opposite of Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man is so happy. He's got the girl of his dreams. He's got good grades, good job, everything good. Besides one thing, his buddy Harry Osborn hates his guts. And you know why? Because like I said in the last movie, he found out that Peter was Spider-Man and that he thinks that he killed his dad. So that turns Harry becoming the New Goblin, which is one of the 3 villains in the movie. So we have the New Goblin, James Franco. Then we have, the guy that I completely forget his name, but he's a comedic actor. But he played Sandman. So that guy that played Sandman, and Topher Grace that plays Venom. But we'll get to all that. So, Harry has a bone to pick with Peter. So he tries to kill him right before Peter's going to go propose to Mary Jane. Kristen Dunst, returns to Mary Jane. But Peter gives him a concussion, so memory wipe, and people didn't like that because that just ultimately made him a less interesting character, which I guess I understand, but I still wanted to see their friendship be back, and they couldn't have their friendship again if he still hated him. So I kind of like the amnesia. I know it's cliche. Oh, I know, plot point. Give the guy amnesia, which is the cheapest plot point ever, but I enjoy the movie, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to defend it as much as I can. So then we have the guy that plays Sandman, who I'm going to forget his name all the time because I don't know it. Sandman. I love that scene. Everyone loves that scene where he turns into Sandman. The music by John... I don't know if it's John Williams' music. He does everything for movies at this point. Whatever music is good in superhero movies, that's John Williams most of the time. So I loved his music. It's no dialogue, just beautiful, beautiful scene when he's coming out of the sand. And then Peter fights Sandman for a little bit. Peter gets the black suit, and that is the one thing also I complain about the movie. Where the heck did the symbiote come from? Did Sam Raimi probably typed in the script falls from sky symbiote? I'll explain later, but he never does. And if you didn't know about Venom, there's a whole planet of them. It's a pretty cool story. But yeah, symbiote falls, goes on to Peter. Peter gets all black suit. Peter goes all Saturday Night Fever strut, and that's pretty awful. In that barroom scene with Mary Jane, that bar scene. He's dancing. Gwen Stacy's in the movie. Why not throw Gwen Stacy, which makes no sense because it goes to Gwen Stacy, then Mary Jane, but they did all reversal on us, but whatever. So, that awful bar scene where he's dancing and he's probably actually the biggest idiot I think anyone's ever seen people act in comic book movies. But I can get over that scene. Like I said, I know it took me out of the movie, but I can get over that scene because of the climactic ending, which everyone's like, oh, Venom was just thrown in there. And you just like it because it was a big action scene. I have a soft spot for that scene, alright? These Spider-Man trilogy movies were my childhood, so when the big throwdown happens, I was like, yeah. And when Harry, the new Goblin, teamed up with Peter to fight Sandman and Venom, I'm like, oh, the feels are real, man. And, you know, of course, Sam Raimi loves his American flags in his movies. If you can tell, there's always an American flag in his Spider-Man movies. And I love that part where he lands in front of the American flag. Cheesiest stuff you could possibly do, but I'm like, pull at my heartstrings, Sam Raimi, you son of a biscuit. So we have that big action scene. Harry sacrifices himself for Peter because he realizes Peter's not a bad guy after he takes a grenade to the face from Peter. But Harry's dead. Topher Grace, aka Venom, gets blown up by a pumpkin bomb that Peter throws at him. Sandman's all like, hey, I'm not actually a bad guy, so I'm gonna go. Just forget about me. Okay, I promise I won't, like, join, like, a Sinister Six or something. That's not, just forget about it. So, that's the big, summary of the movie. Hope you guys liked it. I sure as heck liked the movie. And everyone was waiting for Spider-Man 4, but of course we know that never happened because this movie got awful reviews and didn't do that good in the box office, so Sony was just like, oh, can we reboot the series? We can reboot the series. Do it, okay? I know it's only 5 years since we had a last movie, but let's reboot the series. But that movie, Amazing Spider-Man, is for another day. So, for now, I will see you guys next time.